Nova is here, he's the leader of Alpha, leading the charge. Yeah. With his main man Heavy, hit up right by, hit his side at the raid. Together they fight, the drugs that corner, rich and Valhalla, fighting for good. They refuse to back down in this war for justice. They wear the crown. Nova and Heavy hitter, they rise from the dust. Fighting for their cause, they never back down. With big boy Leroy, his feet firmly underground. In the face of danger, they fight through it all. Champions of hope, they rise to the top. Through shadows of doubt, they light up the way. With power and purpose, they seize every day. Their enemy tremble in the dark. Nova and Heavy hitter, our heroes embark in the big galaxy that's covered by night. They bring the fire and ammunition to ignite. For its Alpha they serve, their honor was true. Nova and Heavy hitter, they rise from the dust. Fighting for the cause, they never back down. With big boy Leroy, his feet firmly underground. In the face of danger, they fight through it all. Champions of hope, they rise to the top. For every shadow, they bring the light. Nova and Alpha, defenders of the right.
I'm talking AGP, anti-gravity project. I respect, staying true to the tech. We got the evil address and the pink Miss Will. Got the dark matter token going up, I can tell. Hey, I can tell this is the start of something fresh. Shout out Hex Revision and Donna Hex, yes. I confess, Hexicans don't stress, cause as a community we one another. So tell me, are you in, or tell me, are you out? Do you want to win, or do you chase the clout? What is this really about? The treasury and lottery. If you meant dark tokens, you can get a part of it. So how does it work? Let me explain. First you buy the dark token, now you're in the game. Then you mint the dark and get a fuel cell. That's an NFT, one that earns yield. As long as you have it, it feels like magic. But if you vaporize the NFT, that's tragic. So most think crypto is a game. Are you here for the fame, or here to make a name? See, Hexicans reign, we create our own lane. I thought I told you, we the new financial gain. AGproject.io was the flow. And if you know what I know, then you know what I know. That's just how it go. Something like to support the team, the dream. Public service announcement, t.me/anti-gravity saga is the telegram. Tap in. It's for y'all. I'm talking AGP, anti-gravity project. I respect, staying true to the tech. We got the evil address and the pink Miss Will. Got the dark matter token going up, I can tell.
Hey kids, this is Pulse Ray Vision coming to you live from Quattro Cinco Studios in my mom's basement. X-Ray Chick is always so embarrassed when I leave doors and windows open on stream. Shout out to Actuator. Hope you guys got your coffee this morning. I can't get this to stream on X for some reason. It's not giving it permission. So that's okay. I'll just throw this YouTube link up on X before I head out. Other than that, I just want to jump on here really quick just to do a proof of life video. I know everyone's looking for Richard Hart proof of life videos and trying to figure out who's really behind all the Prove X stuff and things like that. And also to prove that, we're still here. I'm still not selling dark. I'm not selling Hex. Anyone selling at these prices, they might be making some killer moves. They might be sacrificing for Prove X. They might have some hot alt meme coin going on. But I don't know. Check this. This is something I just realized today. They made the actuator copper mugs for right-handed people so that the actuator logo would be facing out as you drink it. That's something that I wouldn't have thought of as I was ordering the merch. I would have just had it like at the end or somewhere that people didn't see it. That's very clever folks over there at Actuator. If you guys haven't checked out Actuator, I've got some videos, some tutorials on them. I believe Crispy Man has done some videos on Actuator. And it's the coolest. If you're in the Hex ecosystem and you've got t-shirts and you're restaking, I can't recommend Actuator more because it's wonderful. Crispy Man's in the house. Yo. Believe in yourselves in the house. Hello, how's it going? What was that about Actuator? Actuator put thought even into their copper mugs. Even their copper mugs have some good thoughts. Hey Max, good morning, my brother. Listening from the gym. Yeah, get it. Get that workout. Get that testosterone pumping through your veins, Corey. We were playing your song at the beginning of the stream, which I absolutely love Corey's song, Dark Matter, about anti-gravity and stuff. So yeah, Twitter issues, that's what it's saying at the top of the screen. Yeah, Twitter's been having issues. X is as the cool kids call it. I don't know, I still say tweet and Twitter because it sounds weird to say X and post and X and post. Anyways, I just wanted to stop in here and say hi. How's it going? Let you guys know that the evil scrape button still doesn't work. We are still waiting to hear from our back-end dev. Not only do crypto bros disappear when the price crashes, but sometimes devs are disappearing. They're trying to survive as well. And when there's not a lot of stuff going on right now, it's hard out there for a dev. So I appreciate that. The name of today's stream is "Do Crypto Bros Go to Valhalla?" And the reason I ask that is because, they say all dogs go to heaven. I believe that crypto bros serve their time in hell during the bear market. Shout out to the bear during this crazy time. Like we've already done our time in hell. I think we have at least something positive on the other side, paradise, heaven, Valhalla. And we've been watching this show lately. It's called The Last Kingdom, and it's there's kind of like these the Norse. Well, they're not really Norsemen. They call them Danes. The Danes and the Saxons fighting over England, or what later becomes England. And it's funny to watch these people believe in Valhalla and how important it is to die with their sword in their hand, to die with a weapon in your hand. If you die without a weapon in your hand, you're sent to, I think, some waiting room, basically, And so I think about that with crypto bros dying with the crypto in their hands, or their seed phrase in their hands, or private keys in their hands. If you're dying with a hex stake in your hands, I think you go to Valhalla. That's what I'm thinking. Hex Glenn's in the house to Valhalla. There is no other way to die for the Vikings. No, there really isn't. It's a very fun. It's a great show. If you guys have not watched The Last Kingdom on Netflix, there's like 100 seasons. There's so many seasons. Like you watch a season, and you're like, oh, this is still going. And like 6 seasons into it, you're like, I don't want this to end. It's pretty good. It's about. I say this all the time to my kids, and they just roll their eyes. It always starts out, I am Uhtred, son of Uhtred. And I say that to my kids, and they're like, shut up, Dad. You're not Uhtred. So Uhtred, son of Uhtred, is the main character in this movie, in this, series show. And it starts off with him as like a kid. Like he started out as a Saxon, and then they have this battle, and he's taken as a prisoner with the Danes. So he's raised as a Dane. Do you say 6'7" to your kids? We almost got kicked out of a ballet performance for yelling 6'7", actually. And then I realized that it was like the reason that it's something for literally 6 and 7-year-olds to say. So 6'7" is, if you want to see someone really cringe and almost like throw out their back, just say 6'7" to anyone under 20. So no, he's Uhtred, son of Uhtred. So he's taken by the Danes. He's raised as a warrior, and he shows a lot of courage and heart. And then at the end of it, like tragedy obviously befalls his family, which is something that happens in every movie and every story, everywhere. You got that tragedy befalling you, and then he's like thrust into his adventure. So. I don't know if you guys haven't seen that, check it out. But as far as crypto bros are concerned, there's like this ride or die mentality, like there's so many situations that they go into, which I know it's obviously hyped up and it's a story, but there's a lot of situations that they go into where like death is basically a pretty real outcome for the battles or whatever they're pursuing, whatever king they're arguing with or whatever. And they just accept their fate. They just sit with that that acceptance of what, like it's almost like reminds me of the Klingons in Star Wars. Like today is a good day to die. Like where they're just like that's just part of life is death back then, and I find that that's kind of where crypto is right now, is we've resigned ourselves to like dying with halfpenny hex in our hands after round tripping it to 50 cents and back, where some of us in this community, in the space cult, and it's like a cult, such a strong belief. We're holding fuel cells in our hands, which the cash value is incredibly low right now. And there is one person just vaporizing tens of thousands of fuel cells and cashing out the dark right now, which is going to have a big impact on the payout that's coming up right before our birthday in refresh this, in 3 days and 13 hours. 3 days and 13 hours we have the next payout. Oh, that's cool. It froze my face even though I wasn't sharing my screen. Cool. Do you even 6'7"? Do you even 6'7"? Yeah, no, in 3 days, 13 hours. That's the grand payout, the jackpot payout of Journey 8. And then 12 hours after that, Journey 9 minting will open, and right about there is our birthday, the 1-year birthday of Anti-Gravity, which I'm really proud of the fact that we're still alive with a working website and a somewhat working chain that we're on. However, I did not at all foresee. I thought I think a lot of us thought we were at the bottom a year ago. Shout out to TJ Rover down here in the chat. You can see he's got his shiny wrench there. He's a mod like the rest of you guys. Hex Glenn, you don't have a wrench on here. It must be another account. We'll have to change that. We'll have to fix that. So yeah, TJ Rover, he was down in Panama with us almost a year ago, about 10 months ago. And we were all talking about that being the bottom of like Hex can't go any lower. Pulse chain can't go any lower. And then it surprised us and made us all eat our words. And so I thought that by this time, the 1 year birthday of dark matter and anti-gravity, we would be at really high numbers, not just with dark, but with pulse and hex. And turns out this is not our year. this is not your year. Next year doesn't look good either. But something's got to give, right? I mean, this is definitely the harshest bear market I've ever been through. This will be my third or fourth bear market. And no, I think it's my third bear market, although I studied the one right before then. And yeah, it's the timing isn't rhyming on Bitcoin. The timing's not rhyming on Ethereum. And with those two being delayed, it's also delaying the altcoin season, which is what we're all here for. We're all waiting for altcoin. We all built the best mousetrap we could build. We built this closed loop system, or as close to a closed loop system as we can. We try to, the analogy is try to keep no leaks in the boat, keep all the air in the balloon. And I was thinking about this today as I got out of the shower. It's hard to keep economic energy in a project when the economic energy is leaving the ecosystem and leaving the chain. And that's what we've seen. We've seen a lot of money leave, not just Pulse chain, but crypto recently. And I don't think we're really ready for this much bad economy in the US either, right? Like that was, I don't know. That was by now something usually we get like another flush of cash and a pump in housing or stocks or crypto or something. Something's usually pumping right now, jobs, and it's just not working. Like it's I think just regular Americans right now are in a bear market and wondering when the hell we're going to get some good news. And here we are, we're on the edge of the edge. And so everything is so much more exaggerated where we're at. Everything is so much more volatile. And it goes in magnitudes of power instead of increments. So here we are at the edge of Pulse chain, of crypto, and we're definitely feeling and seeing what things are going. We got Corey here. Good times in Panama. I'm back to DCAing every week now. If we go lower, if this lasts another 4 years, it'll be worth it. Ari said, we are already in. He needs new blood. He does need new blood, but at the same time, a lot of the stuff that Richard Hart's been building has been stuff he's built for himself. Like, I think that he did pumped on tires to gain new blood and attention, right? Edge of the edge. Hexagons have been cliffhanging since 2021. Good morning, C.S. Lewis 463. Good morning. That's CryptoCat in the house. If you guys haven't watched his YouTube channel, he's got some really cool adventures. So go sub to that one and sub to Corey an Investor and catch some of the beats he's been dropping. I like his music videos too. Like the one, there's really good color in the one with his canary yellow. Always be buying, man. Hi, we got Marnostradam 9418. Marnostradam. Good to see you here. Hi. Hi, the one and only Domingo Crypto Bros will go to Valhalla before Cash Patel. I believe that. Yeah. So, yeah, it's derailed me, but basically, I was just saying that, I think everyone's in a bear market now. This is the worst bear market we've been through. However, it may pop up. And going back to Richard Hart, If you're Richard Hart and you had billions of dollars or hundreds of millions of dollars, and you wanted to move it around freely without banks and governments and thugs breathing down your neck and trying to get a piece of it, then you would need as much privacy on blockchain as possible, as anyone. And so going back to that, he was just I think he built ProveX for himself first, and there's nothing wrong with that. I built anti-gravity for me first. I really wanted to see this experiment and these tokenomics play out. But yeah, Richard Hart, he builds a lot of stuff for himself because he needs it. Like he's at a place where he does need, like I said, privacy, anonymity, the ability to mix and move stuff without people tracking him and giving him grief or trying to catch him on the other side with a baseball bat. And so looking at what he's building I think it's going to be definitely very, very beneficial for us, obviously, because we also value privacy as a human right. And so I'm looking forward to that. That being said, I don't trust any of his timelines when he says he's going to stream, when he says something's going to be done. I learned the very, very hard way by growing a beard on my face. It looked like a cat. Way back in the day when we did the sacrifice for Pulse Chain, I said no shave tail Pulse Chain. This was like 3 months into it. I already had a pretty bushy beard. And I was like, I'm not going to shave my beard. I made that promise to you guys. I'm not going to shave this beard until Pulse Chain launches. And 2 years later, 2 years, I looked like Walmart homeless Gandalf. I looked so bad. My beard, not only was it like gray and long and shaggy, it split down the middle. No matter what I did, I tried to like roll them together. It just came out in 2 beards. It was horrible. It was not a good beard. It wasn't a good look. People would cross the street when they'd see me coming. People would like offer me change, and I'd be like, what's going on? So I'm just saying, like, that was the last time that I took Richard Hart. Like, we were expecting 6 months, turned out to be 2 years, and it was insane. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm going to sub. Thank you very much. Haha, 2 year pure epic. It was a lot. Can I ask, are you having a good day? I'm having a great day. People will tell their kids to be careful. Yeah, don't go talk to that man over there. Corey says, I can't grow a beard, and you had 2 max. Oh, the envy. They were not good looking beards. In fact, I did a no shave November, which you guys saw, where I looked like Dr. Phil for a bit. And this is since November 3rd or something like that I've got this back. I'm happy to have it. I don't have a jawline without my beard showing where my jaw is. I look like a chinless dork. Lottery 3 soon. Yes, 3 days, 13 hours until Lottery 3. Again, like I said, we might, that scrape button might not be activated until Journey 9 now, which would be insane. So for those of you guys minting, you guys might, 9 might be even like the fact that everyone's kind of gone home and just quit checking the charts that are out touching grass for mental health reasons. This might be a crazy good time to mint. I mean, yeah, have a good day. Thank you very much. Waiting on that lottery. Yeah, we're waiting on that lottery. All the winners will have 670. Even if the scrape button doesn't go live and roll it, we will still have, you'll still get 7 7.5 dark per winner. There's going to be 670 winners. So 670 people will have a 750% APY in 33 days. That's the beauty and magic of what we built here. So even though the price is showing not that great, we do have a lot of opportunity, and we are working very, very hard. Bye. See you later. We do have an opportunity right now to continue to try to make this the most scarce token in the universe. And even with all those tokens coming online or coming on market, we're still getting, you know, we're still getting rid of the still getting rid of a lot of the supply here. So here, let me drop this off and show you guys what's going on here. Let's jump into the charts really quick. Blood, death, and carnage, and just a red cliff down. We've got pink Miswell. You can get 47. Sorry, you can get a million pink Miswell for $47 right now. If you send that to the pink Miswell, you get 11 J8s, 5 J4s, and a dark for $47, which, you know, not financial advice, but it might be pretty good. This is insane that we broke down through all of this support right here, this pullback right here, all the way back down to where, you know, this is where we haven't been since the pink Miswell was dumping and buying dark back in the day. So that's bananas. Dark and actuator got a couple K liquidity here. It's just going down with the market. Dark and pink Miswell has 24K of liquidity. Remember, kids, this was 50K of liquidity not that long ago at all. Like back here and well, I think we bumped it up here towards October, and so it was like 50K of liquidity. Now it's down to 24K of liquidity. $1.17 with pink Miswell. Let's see, dark and home we don't play that's got $700 of liquidity, and it is just straight down. Let's see here, dark and dragon is at $1.31. It's holding up better because not a lot of people have dark and not a lot of people have dragon. Let's see here. Yeah, we looked at pink Miswell. Let's see, actuator token. Shout out to actuator. This one is still building some real momentum right here. This looks really, really good compared to the rest of crypto right now. Actuator is holding up very, very well. Let's see here, Wrap Pulse. It has, of course, the red death cliff. Hex, which I didn't think we'd ever get back down to half a penny. Now we're below half a penny. This thing is broken out really ugly to the downside. And you can tell, I mean, this is where Richard Hart announced, hey, I'm taking coins, but I'm not taking my own coins. And so a lot of people, like, his audience only has his tokens. We've been loyal and done, you know, we've been good little boys and we bought and held on to the core tokens. And that's all that people have to sell to get into this new sacrifice. So people that want to get in the sacrifice, that's really all they have to dump right there. I mean, like I said, a lot of people don't have dry powder after this many years of the bear market. Dr. Doge, it's at 007, baby. It's at James Bond levels. Dr. Doge, we're folding that one. I've been folding like crazy. I've got over 1,400 work units done and 396 million points, which equals about 8 cents a day, or less than that now with the price down, but 8 cents a day I'm making by folding proteins and helping science and being a good boy. So there's Dr. Doge. I love what they did there. You can literally fold proteins and do simulations with your hash power on your computer and earn these tokens right here, which I just love. I love the ecosystem and the group. So that's Dr. Doge. Let's see here. Here's Hex on Ethereum. Also, just not as ugly as Hex on Pulse, but pretty ugly, all the way down to 0.0011 penny. That's insane. That's bananas, as we like to say here. Pulse X is also not, it's actually recovering. Pulse X is recovering a lot faster or stopping harder than the other ones. That might be an indication. Solid X down to 72 cents now. This one also just getting decimated. Dragon is up 0.07% today. So let's hear it for Dragon. The Dragon Believers has stopped out right there. I think mostly because only the bots are the ones buying and selling this for the most part. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. That's actually not a bad chart at all for pump.tires. And then, of course, like I said, we got 3 hours, 13 minutes till the next lottery. We got 5,023 tokens ready to be paid out. on this next one. We do have about 40% of the supply here that was paid out already from the jackpot box. If we go to the treasury, there's 31% or 315,000 dark in the treasury that are set to be paid out, and it's paid out 21% of the total supply already. So 20% of it's been paid out, 30% is set to be paid out, and another 30% is sitting in the hands of our buddy here, the Evil Address. Evil Address still has 300,000 dark matter tokens that it's going to mint into the following 29 journeys. No, not 29. What is that? Oh my gosh. I'm just going to do simple math here. So we have 33 journeys and we've gone through 8. So we have 25 journeys left. 25 journeys. In the following 25 journeys, Evil Address is going to mint those 300,000 dark into the fuel cells. Into fuel cells, and that will put it into the treasury and the lottery. So for those of you minting, you have a chance at some of that yield and some of those payouts. Minting goes live in 4 days, 1 hour. And right now, if we go to switch.win and we take a look at our buddy Dark, which, by the way, shout out to switch.win. I'd like to change our link from Pateus over here to switch.win. Dark is already here native right there. So yeah, we got $6 of pulse here. Let's just go with DAI. For $100 of DAI right now, you could take 82 dark home. That is, that's bananas. You could basically be close to the leaderboard with $100 buy right now, even after slippage. That's insane. Insane in the membrane. Here is our dark and pulse Nostradamus chart that we need to put our bulls and bears back on. But this is, every single time you see these slams down, this has all been lining up with most of our lotteries. So almost every one of our lotteries and some of our minting has shown up with really big pull downs in the pulse ecosystem. And now we're down here to $1.20 on there. OX Bistro, let's see if anything's going on over here at OX Bistro. We got a little bit of Top Hat that's out of the money. Actuator token. Let's check on our actuator. So even at the bottom of the bottom of the ocean right now, our stake that we made 237 days ago has paid us out 407 hex. It's paid us out an additional 407 hex time tokens that we've rolled and compounded. And then our actuator farm right here, our $60 investment is still at $63.98. So we haven't lost any money from that, even at these insane lows. And we've also earned, 19,500 more actuator tokens, which could one day be worth a lot, as you see here. The first year, there's 350 million tokens. Second year, 250 million tokens. We just started the second year. And then on the third year, there's 150 million tokens. And that's going to be it. There's no more actuator that's going to exist. And so we will see what the use case of actuator is going to be. Obviously, you can take your actuator tokens and you can put them here. You go to earn and you go to vaults. You can lock your actuator tokens up for 90 days. And during those 90 days, you receive hex time tokens. You can do the 600, 700, 6,000, any of these you really want to. So you can lock them up in here. And that may be the only use case going forward. But remember, the hex time tokens are liquid T-shares, right? Let's check out Old Man Bitcoin. Old Man Bitcoin. Oh, this is the daily chart. Daily chart's not that. So we had our Bart Simpson head right here. This is the election right here. This is the election right here. So the election, Trump got in and the price jumped up to 100K. Then it kind of waited to see what he was going to do when he got in office. And then there was a big old dip. February. So after he got in office, all the tariffs and stuff killed everything. Pop back up with a little bit of resurgence going on, and you got the second part, this Bart Simpson head right here that I think the peak was like 122. And so that's your 2x from the last peak. But I think we could get a 3x still, because not so much because there's that much economic energy in Bitcoin, but evil, powerful people have basically monopolized and bought most of the Bitcoin, and they're able to buy it and sell it with the fake Bitcoin, the paper Bitcoin. So they're selling and buying Bitcoin, paper Bitcoin, and they're amassing more and more of the actual Bitcoin. So I think just because the printing of the dollar's been in bananas, it's gone insane, and the fact that evil people own this, I think this is going to be one of the new places for them to store their wealth. You know, just like real estate, fine art, and businesses were places for the wealthy to store their wealth. I think that Bitcoin really is the digital gold. And so I definitely think that this could jump up and do a Bart Simpson head at 150. But who knows when the economy is going to stop being a crackhead? And I don't know. Like, I lower your expectations, folks. And then, of course, Ethereum is all the way back down here, the 3000s, which is that's just sad. That's not good at all. So again, we're waiting for Bitcoin and Ethereum. That could be 6 to 18 months easily. Here's the pink Miss Well going on. You can see how much of that is tied up in the top 6 addresses, 2 of which are liquidity providers, and one's the pink Miss Well. So I mean, holy cow. Yeah, not a lot of that for sell. Our NFT checker, we can check and see how many fuel cells are been burnt by Journey just by clicking this. 1 fuel cell from J8's been burnt. 36,000 J7s have been burnt. And then look at this. Journey 1, the easiest journeys for the easiest journey. I'm just going to say the easiest journey right here for Randy Hilarski. So Randy Hilarski is not a whale in liquid tokens per se, but he is a whale in NFT in the fuel cells, and he minted very, very heavy in 1, 2, 3. So a lot of these that you see here, up to 344,000, he's got a big chunk of each of these, and 74,000, almost 75,000 out of 116,000 have been burnt. So yeah, in fact, if we go up here to view our fuel cells, we'll see that Journey 1, and I am predicting Journey 2 and Journey 3 will actually be much, much lower. Let's see here. Let's just connect. Sure. I'm just waiting for this to load. But yeah, we should be seeing those percentages of Journey 1, 2, and 3 go down dramatically. So we'll see. We will see. Yeah, it's not pulling up. There we go. Sonic Shark. Yeah, see how Journey 1 is 12. I think it was more. I think it was like 14% at one point. And then Journey 2 is at 18%. I think we'll see both of these shrink. I think we'll see Journey 3 shrink dramatically. And Journey 4 is the one that everyone's trying to get to, because it is Journey 4 is the most minted one. It's the one right now paying out the lowest yield. So a lot of people are trying to get their hands on Journey 4. And yeah, basically the best way to right now to vaporize a specific journey is to use a Pulse Market app, which sometimes works, sometimes doesn't work, and move that whole journey into another wallet, and then just connect that wallet to our website, go to vaporize, and then like right here, you can see these 209 fuel cells. And so I can I can sort them by the ones that have the most dark or the most recent, but I can't pick out the specific journeys yet. And so what I would do is I would move all my Journey 4 fuel cells over here to a new wallet, connect that wallet, and then I would know that everything I'm vaporizing is Journey 4. That is a pain in the butt right now. I get it, but everything in Pulse Chain is kind of a pain in the butt. We have 60 tickets out of 100. The last winner walked with 21 dark, which is bananas, like always. Let's see, anything else here? Check out squirrels.pro. Squirrels is you would not know it's a bear market by the work that Squirrels is pumping out. He has some really, really cool stuff going on here. A chain scanner, security protocol, token launcher, all sorts of cool stuff, cool NFTs and cool projects. Check out squirrels.pro. Love that guy. Let's see here. Oh, and this is the digital mining that he is a sponsor of his. Shout out to those guys. That's about it. I've been trying to use internet money as much as possible. There are a couple of things that it's not working really well with the RPCs right now, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. And with that, I gotta grab my stuff and head out to work. I gotta remember to start folding my fold at homes. Right there, leaving yourself bananas. When you're ready, I'll come on and stream with you about Actuator. That would be great. That'd be great. I'm also open to True DeFi. I know that they had a presentation, or they're supposed to have a presentation today in Frank Polancik's mastermind group. So if you're a member of Frank Polancik's mastermind group, it looks like Neil for T-Shares is going to be there talking about True DeFi. And I'm wanting to have those guys on, Vault, Vouch, any of these guys coming up. I would love to have on here. The LPX guys, those would be good to have too. Anyone that knows anything about those, and of course, Dr. Doge, Colin, Dr. Doge. Other than that, like I said, I'm off to work. Those carpets aren't going to clean themselves. And just remember, we're going to make it, folks. And if you die with your crypto in your hand, you'll make it to Valhalla. Remember, wherever you are, what you're doing, there's a reason that you exist in this body that you're existing. There's a reason you're in this place on earth, this place in your family. There's a reason that you're in the relationships you're in. There's a reason you're in the communities they're in. And that's because you guys have a very, very specific purpose. And each one of you are incredibly, incredibly valuable. Just take it from me. You guys have insane value just in the fact that you're conscious enough to hear these words. And I love you guys, and we'll catch you on the next one. Ever clean any flying carpets, Max? No, I haven't. I have had a couple carpets go flying on me, but that wasn't the kind. Thank you, Max. Bye all. See you guys.